get out alive. And the Gators will kick it away to start us off. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And now we'll get a look at this offense for the first time today. And here comes their leader, Jesse. He just has a way of elevating everybody's play.
And he's a point guard, too. So good at distributing the football, finds the open guys, and he makes this offense go.
Makes it go, and just, you can trust him. Everything is available. You're not playing with one arm behind your back. You got all guns blazing.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Headed to the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll leave it with the lone back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Florida's offense will get the ball for the first time. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Trying play action. Caught over the middle. It's Daniel. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. First down for this offense. A quick pass to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
He's got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. It's complete to the left. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season, like spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
Got his man. No one's going to get him. Touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires and picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They'll run it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. With jet sweep pass. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. And the ball is picked off.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Fires to the wideout. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the 2nd quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Gators look to keep this drive humming. They go to the draw. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Looking for an open area to his left. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Splits the uprights. Good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young team.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And now to try to put things in motion on second and long from the 15. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking deep. Wide open, he makes the catch. And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Northwestern was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Darnell Autry and company delivered in that magical 10-win season of 1995. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Dances away. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And the Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Offense set on first down. Movement here from the tight end. A designed run for the quarterback. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. From the gun. Give on the inside. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. At the 45, on his way. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And man, this guy's shown you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns, rushing and passing. Had a phenomenal year. Now is the time late in the season when you can go win those individual awards.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. He wants to throw. And the timing just a hair off. Now on 2nd down. Quarterback will audible. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Looking to scramble.
A lot of times we call these quarterbacks ballers and game changers, but you don't call them smart enough. Like, knowing the situation, knowing I can scramble around, buy some time, and then knowing exactly what I need to do to get that first down. You can call them whatever you want, but that was really smart.
He finds his man. He's in for the touchdown. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Bringing it back. And the returner goes down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch.
Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's in for the score. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Looking for blockers. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Snagged in the middle. It's Doherty. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Gators want to crank the tempo. He'll come out throwing on first down. Moving out of the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. On second down, wants to throw it. Steps away. Crosses the 30, he's got away. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Might be looking to run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. And the Gators have pushed it inside the 20. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Quickly complete. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. Right down the boulevard, it's good. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
So what do they have for third and short from their own 23? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Daniel. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll do it himself. Got enough for the first. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Open runway ahead. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gator!
And there's just an example of over-pursuit by the defense. I think they were expecting the pitchman to get the football. They got way too wide. And give the quarterback credit. He read the defense appropriately, put his foot in the ground, got north, and he was gone.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Taking on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner will be brought down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They try to pop a run on the draw. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Scrambling away. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Gives it to the back on the draw. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. The give to the back. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately
just causing wreckage in the secondary. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Just plowing down the field. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down.
every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Takes the handoff. It's Daniel. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Number 11 in punt formation to kick it away.
A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. He'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Direct snap. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
Running toward the tape. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. Quarterback keeps it. He's in for the score. Touchdown. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And he added the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Now on 1st down from the 28. He's looking to throw it. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Now facing a 2nd and 10 from the 28 after that last incompletion. He wants to throw it again. Finds his man. It's Daniel.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, look out. There he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole.
He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the football, keep running the clock.
They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Quarterback will keep it. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Shoots it to the left. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
This time it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They want to run this quarterback.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Now on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. 2nd down coming up. On the move. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looks as if he's going to run it. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from